All right, on today's, we're going to do a new Monarchy bridge. Now, I was not going to spend the money on one of these, so I found one in a clone. So let's take a look at what we get in the clone. The bridge, tiny screwdriver, screws, O-rings, and airflow pins. Now, I do like to run my billet in MTL, so that's what we're going to be doing. But let's take a look at this. This is called the iMob, and it's not like your traditional Boro tanks where normally you pull the bottom off and it comes apart. This one is a little bit strange. So normally you'd pull this off and you'd get to the deck that's underneath here, right? Like your deck would be, you'd separate it here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Normally you'd separate it here. Well, on this one, it doesn't do it like that. Underneath here, you grab this and pull this off, and that's your deck. It's a good sized deck. And if you have to re-wick and you got a full tank, you just flip it upside down, and as long as it's below those juice holes right there, you won't lose any juice. Now, I wonder how long it's going to take before other bridges start coming out like this. But you can take this all the way apart to clean it. So let's do that. Regular, just backside of your tweezers into the top. And you just unscrew this. And the whole chimney comes out. And then this whole part comes out. And if I do believe, like the other ones, yep, crown's interchangeable. Got iMob on that side, and you got all the different crowns there. The machining looks pretty nice on this too, to be a clone. I don't think this is going to fit in any other Boros. I don't know if I have one that does it like that. Let me check. The only one I have of that style is this cheap plastic one. We'll see. Nope. See the recess? There's a good recess right there with a lip, and this one doesn't have that. So you're only going to be able to use this tank with this bridge. But it is interchangeable. You can put it in front or back. Just remember, whichever side you want forward's on the plug. Base goes on, chimney goes back in, and you start it. Snug it up. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't notice that. They've got a crown engraved right here. But yeah, so we're going to set this off to the side and we're going to put a build in this. Let's see. We're looking at Phillips right there. Yep. But first, let's take a look at these airflow pins before we put a build in this. I'm going to swap it out. It comes with the 4mm. And they're all labeled on the back. You've got, let me get my hands out of there. .08, 0.8, 1.0, 1.2. But all your really small ones are going to be in gold. And then you got a 1.5. It looks like a 3. Yep. And what are we looking at here? A 2. So I think we're going to rock the, that's the 3, that's the 2. Oh, that's the 2, that's the 1.5, and that's the one we're going to go with, 1.2. It does come with new Phillips head screws for the deck. You do get a tiny screwdriver and the O-rings. We're going to swap out this, slide it in there, spin it around. Don't forget your insulator. Now when you take this out, the post will fall out. So just keep your finger over it. Snug it up. All right, we're going to put this up and then we'll throw a coil in using Twisted Timmy coils. Microfused, 2938 and I-80, 6.5 rep, 0.5mm inner diameter. I'm going to be rocking it at 0.6. So let's throw that in there. A good bit of leeway in between the actual wire leads and the where the cap comes down at. There's a nice gap right there. What I do like is they give you these little lips right here. Drop your coil in, and you can go to either side if you're running a smaller coil. We'll start it out at 13. I'm just going to pulse and rake. Nice and pretty. Thinner out. I always love these coils. They don't ever take much. 30. Flowing nice and pretty. Reads exactly what it's supposed to. 6.0. 0.60. That coloration on that. Alright. Let's wick this. As always. Just a little bit snug. Enough where you can move it. Right there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this right with that outside edge that's right there. That outside edge, it's right there. I'm just going to go even with it. Same thing on this side. We're going to fluff. And right underneath here, there's channels. And we're going to tuck this down into same thing on this side. The reason I'm going to do it like that because our juice ports are right here on the front and the back. So we just want it out enough to where it's going to touch that outside edge. Just like that. All right. For this one, we're going to be running strawberry jam. Nice and pretty. Now, you should be able to see that cotton right there. Same thing. We're going to be throwing it in the black and white billet. We're reading 6.5 on this. Let's take it down some. About where we need to be. I ain't got no nails. Until this plug gets wore in, it gives me a lip. I gotta pry it out. Alright. We're gonna do the leak test and just put half a tank in there for now. Just let it do what it do for a minute. Very nice. Restrictive draw. Very nice, very nice. And there it is. There's the iMob in the black and white billet. Mm. Good flavor. Good flavor. That short chamber in there gives it a lot of flavor. Oh. Well, there it is. So I can't tell you where to get it. Can't tell you how much this one costs. I can tell you that a little bit of Google search and you're going to be able to find what you're looking for. But it's nice. Yeah. So if you want to see more things like this, if you want to see more budget stuff, put it down in the comments. Let me know. And if you like the video and you like this kind of content, please feel free to like, subscribe, interact with the video. Let me know what you think. Yeah, there it is.